Привет всем, это канал Gate to Games, я Леха, мы продолжаем играть в Fable 3. Все, мы свергли короля, нашего братишку Логана, и теперь нам нужно попасть на коронацию. У нас есть список дел, которые нужно выполнить. Что лагнуло?
Logan, former king of Albion, you stand
Да,
accused today
это не коронация, это суд.
of the kingdom and its people. Those who brought you to justice will now speak.
There's not a soul alive in the kingdom who hasn't suffered for his glory, and plenty who've died for it. I says, let him have some death of his own.
Look, I'm not one for lopping people's heads off, but we saw Major Swift executed like it was a bloody circus act. He deserves nothing less as far as I'm concerned.
But aren't we better than that? Isn't that why we fought to be here now? I've seen what Logan has done to this city. People starving to death, children forced to work. But killing him now won't solve anything.
It is not my place to decide his fate, but his betrayal condemned many of my people to death. He promised us salvation, and then left us to face the darkness alone.
I had good reason to break that promise, and I had good reason for the crimes you claim I committed. The day I returned to Albion, I received a visit from a blind seer, Teresa, our father's guide. She showed me the future of this kingdom.
Тереза, это, по-моему, сестра главного героя из первой части.
Destruction, the end of our way of life. The sacrifices I had to make, I did them to protect Albion. If a few had to suffer, it was to build an army. If a few had to die, it was to save a country. I have spent years preparing for this attack. Let me stand by your side now, and all my soldiers will be yours to command. Let us face the coming darkness, together.
If this is true, if it's really coming here, we are all in grave danger.
You have the power over life and death, brother.
Да помилуй, Тёма, я ж добрый, я ж парень-то вообще хоть куда.
This is not the time for revenge. We need your help, Logan.
The king has made his decision. Logan's life will be spared.
Не плачь только, ей-богу. Да я заплачу.
Forgive me for the things I've done. You told me so once, remember?
Of course I do.
But what matters now is that we defend our land. The castle is yours, and so is the throne. I'm glad to be rid of them.
Итак, первое задание сделали. Еще надо политика налогообложения. Финансисты хотят из меня сделать налоговика. Что такое?
You were little more than a child when you left the castle. You have become a hero, a leader, and now, finally, a monarch. But your journey is not yet done. Now you are king. You can know the truth. Albion will soon be attacked.
Это Тереза же, правильно, правильно. Слева пишут, что она говорит, а я пытаюсь разглядеть, она слепая или нет. Поехавши. О.
Darkness is coming to our land. It cannot be reasoned with, it cannot be halted. The ruler of Albion is all that stands between the world we inhabit and that darkness. That is why you had to take your brother's place. The course of history demands it. If you do not succeed, everything we know will come to an end.
Опять я должен все делать за всех.
Why didn't you tell me all this at the start? It was never about Logan, was it?
I told you what you needed to know, and I never spoke anything but the truth. With Logan on the throne, Albion would have been doomed.
Но поворачивается там, где я стою. Запутаем.
With a hero wearing the crown, do we stand a chance of survival?
And how do I stop it?
You won't. It's inevitable. 1 year from now, the darkness will fall upon Albion. All you can do is prepare and hope to save as many of your people as you can. How you do so is up to you.
О боже.
You may keep the promises you have made and be known as a
Ничего себе, красавчик.
but understand that doing so will leave little to spend on the kingdom's protection and may lead you to disaster. It is not easy to be popular and keep the treasury full, unless you are willing to sacrifice your personal wealth. But you may also choose to break those promises, to harm your people in order to save them. You will not lack the means to build
Не, я
what you
здесь.
need, but you will be hated. This path will cast you in the role of a tyrant, as it did your brother. You have 1 year to do what Logan could not. Be the ruler that readies Albion for the
Я буду красавчиком, королем, мы все победим. Всех вообще убьем, там, злыдней, писюнявых, все, я здесь. Выбирать не надо, ничего. $180, ё, нифига себе. Так, а систему налогообложения, это где мне выбирать? Чё, потрандим? Да.
I'm not sure what to say after receiving such news.
Боже
The
мой.
darkness that is coming. People won't understand what it means. Nobody could, without living through it first. We need to prepare. If we can't stop the attack from happening, we have to be ready when it comes. Having Logan's troops on our side is a good start. But you will need to raise a fortune to pay for the army we'll need. Hobson will show you the treasury. And I'm sure he can explain just how to fill it.
Indeed I can.
Then I will leave you to it. Ben and I will begin recruiting and training soldiers at once.
If you will follow me, Your Majesty.
Ты где умеешь? Хобсон, погнали.
To this moment.
О, что мало денег-то у нас, слушайте. 400 кусков.
Albion's royal treasury.
Могу я как Скрудж Макдак поплавать? Не? Жаль.
It's, well, not as replete as one would like, but just imagine this room shimmering with hills, valleys, and plateaus of gold. A topography of riches going all the way up.
Да завали ты, алчная скотина.
It will require nothing less to build this army everywhere.
Не в деньгах счастье.
Which brings us to the second item.
Такой моряк, брюки клёш.
I'm personally very excited about. Setting the tax rate for the coming year. As you probably know, your brother was taxing the people rather heavily, and some say that this has led to poverty, starvation, and other societal ills. You have 3 clear choices, Your Majesty. 1, lower the tax rate, which one could argue would help the poor and the hungry, but would also leave the treasury in a miserable state. 2, maintain these policies. Not a popular move with the people, but moderately popular with the treasury. And 3, and don't let my enthusiasm influence you in any way, raise the taxes even further.
Нет, парень. Снизу налоги. Просто дело это в чем? Налоги снизишь, народ лучше станет жить, больше станет тебя любить и, скорее всего, могут пойти за тебя. А ярость обычного народа помощнее, чем покупных солдат. Так что будем надеяться на лучшее. Я сейчас здесь стукну прямо по лицу. Прям вот пощечину сейчас дам. Крутые налоги, да? Снизил. Деньги сразу пропали.
It is a logbook that allows the reigning monarch to make deposits and withdrawals from the treasury.
Так.
A useful financial tool. But my, look at the time. You really ought to attend to the next item on today's agenda.
Все. Так, поговори с ловкачом в Нью-Лушвиль-Сити.
Riva has a most intriguing proposal for you in Bowerstone Industrial. Now, I know you have had your differences, but it is time to put those behind you and work together. Nobody can raise money like Riva can, I assure you. I have seen to it that your appearance among the populace is well publicized, so expect a crowd.
Болтушка. 365 дней на год, короче, нападение. Блин, у меня денег нет нифига. Не добряк. Сейчас ловкачом перетрем, он что-нибудь придумает, чтобы людей не сильно напрягать. Деньги были.
Oh, happy day! His Majesty, the King of Albion, graces us with his radiant presence. I knew last time we met that you would emerge victorious from such public sibling rivalry. And now, here I am, to assist you in filling your coffers till they are fit to burst. What better way to begin your reign than by reinstating one of my most successful policies? There is no greater waste than the idleness of our city's youth. But my employment scheme guarantees children of all ages will have something to occupy them, whilst ensuring our factories are properly manned.
It's just monstrous. Don't listen to him. You promised you would end child labor. Remember that promise now.
And what would you have us do with the snotty little indigents?
The only way Bowerstone is going to climb out of the gutter is through education. Nothing is more important to our future than that. Turn this factory into a school. Give the children of this city the chance they never had.
A school?
О, боже.
That's an original thought.
Сейчас в минус на 200 кусков уйду.
The factory will become a school.
Thank you. We can really start changing people's lives now. This will be an Albion worth fighting for.
I shall begin the necessary modifications at once.
Please, Your Majesty.
Просто в 200 кусков упал.
Welcome to Riva Industries Learning Center, Bowerstone Industrial's first ever school. You can now feel secure in the knowledge that your children can become.
Ну ничего, для того, чтобы получить дивиденды, нужно вложиться. Мы вложились нифигово, отменили, снизили налоги, потратили 200 кусков на школу. Теперь вот старый квартал. Да восстановим мы старый квартал, и потратим еще кусков 400 по-любому. Иди к колесу бед в особняке ловкача. Да ну нафиг, я там уже бывал. Не хочу я туда больше к этому колесу бед. Может клад найти. Миллиона на 4. Всем будет классно. Я считаю. Да. Меня будут любить, холить или леять, но зато мы будем в полной жопе сидеть по деньгам просевшим. Ну ладно. Что-нибудь придумаем, я думаю. Обкрадем кого-нибудь. Обманем эту чуму. Да, не близкий путь до этого дома ловкача на самом деле. Да когда отдача пойдет вообще? От чего-нибудь, хоть самый мизерный налог. Иди в тронный зал. А что мне там делать-то? Там меня уже ждут с вопросом о старом квартале.
Greetings, sir. At your orders, sir. All stand for the king. Today,
Смотрим.
you will decide what is to be done with the Bowerstone Old Quarter. Site of the battle for Albion. Paige will offer her proposal. Reva shall stand against her.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, our victory came at a great cost to the city. You vowed to fight poverty, but our actions have made the problem worse. You must act now. I ask that the old quarter be rebuilt, and its former residents rehomed.
Надо всех выслушать просто.
You'd be helping those in great need. You'd be sending a message to your people. They're scared, Your Majesty. Let them know they can count on you.
Your Majesty, the old quarter was indeed devastated by your glorious triumph, but as its name subtly implies, it was old. The cost of rebuilding the area would be a colossal waste of money, and the people who called its decrepit champion...
Нравишься ты мне, короче, лавкач. Восстанавливаем.
Destroyed the old quarter. It's only right we rebuild it.
The king has reached his decision. The old quarter shall be rebuilt, and its former residents will have their homes returned.
Thank you, Your Majesty. This will be a very popular move.
I suppose there may be something to be gained by rebuilding part of the city. It shows our sense of...
Какой-то хитрожопый, а? Все ему хорошо, лишь бы подлизаться. Так, это я все сделал.
Despite the current climate of fear and great national need, Reva Industries has once again struck a blow for the honest man on the street. The sad sight of the decayed and war-torn old quarter is no more. We are proud to present the new old quarter.
Просто минус 750 тысяч.
It breaks one's heart to see the treasury so empty. If we don't do something about it, we will all die. And I have some very definitive retirement. As a matter of fact, our very first order of business might have a bearing on our financial situation. The time has come to decide the annual town guard budget. As you can imagine, the people like to complain about crime and the lack of safety on our streets and are calling for more guards than your brother was ever willing to pay for. You have 3 choices, Your Majesty. Leave the budget as it is.
Да блин, в нашем королевстве все было хорошо. С меня деньги сосут просто.
But will they thank you when they are dead? Not unless they are turned into some sort of awful zombie creatures. That isn't what is going to happen, is it? Anyway, this will leave a sizable gap in the treasury. Unless you can cover the expenses out of your own pocket, I'm afraid we shall be in dire straits indeed. Let us now turn our attention to the rest of today's business. Here is the royal schedule I have prepared.
Надо смотреть вопрос об инвентаре замка, определить статус Аврора, отплыть навстречу приключениям и исследованиям. Давайте. Пес, сожри его. Просто вот за жопу куси, я не могу, надоел мне уже. Какому интерьеру вы, а чё? Вот что-что, и какую-то красоту наводить в замке для чего-то я не буду. Так красиво.
All stand to attention. Today you decide on the decor of the castle. Two of Albion's greatest interior designers have come to present their suggestions.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, I am Herman Worthy, and I have a design in mind that will blow your little royal socks off.
Короче, светлое и доброе, блин, мне выбора нет, чтобы вообще отказаться, поэтому светлое и доброе.
I wish this to be an enlightened castle.
Oh, fabulous, Your Majesty, fabulous! Your castle will be a vision of purity.
And what's more, fashion and good taste must choke down their nausea.
Так, определить статус Авроры. Почему нельзя просто, вот я сижу на троне, ко мне подходит? Да, нет, и все. Накликал как вопросники какого-нибудь и все. А, ну так и есть. Даже слушать не буду. Увижу варианты и сразу выберу. Обещали, сдержим обещание. Мужик сказал, мужик сделал. Если не забыл. А я не забыл.
And its people will be our equals in every way.
The king has spoken. Aurora shall be rebuilt as part of Albion and equal to every other part of the kingdom.
Thank you, Majesty. You have proven to be a man of honor. Aurora is proud to stand at your side.
Ну и все, и отплываем.
Welcome to the new and improved Aurora, an oasis of friendship, camaraderie, and many other lovely things. Visit the city that Riva Industries rebuilt from sand, stone, and corpses. Enjoy the sunshine, the odd local customs, and the heavy soldier presence. Aurora, a light blooming in the darkness.
Больше разговоров, чем игры, да, непосредственно. Я ничего против-то не сказать, я не все время разговариваю.
Aurora might have proven to be a rather profitable resource, but I'm sure we can find other means of filling the treasury. As a matter of fact, we could already have stumbled upon such an opportunity. Aurora may not turn out to be a waste after all. It seems that a group of Albion explorers visiting Aurora have discovered a rare diamond in the desert. They heard the legend of this extraordinary gem from the locals, and understandably set out to find it, without a moment's regard for their own lives. Which may go some way to explaining why only one of the explorers returned in one piece. He came back empty-handed, speaking of the hideous desert beings protecting the treasure. Think of the glory, Your Majesty.
О боже.
Adventure.
Проще поспать лечь.
The large sums of money we stand to make. The diamond is located in one of the caves beneath the Auroran wasteland, reportedly the site of an ancient abandoned temple. You need only to take it.
Да я готов. Господи, серьезно, ребят, я не знаю, может кому-то в кайф вот такие вот штуки читать, слушать. Я поэтому Ведьмака играть не могу, там слишком много разговоров. Здесь то же самое. Блин, дайте поиграть. Можно и короче это все делать. Да банально даже листочки оставлять, вот как, не знаю, там в том же Aliens Predators, там на компьютерах было написано. Текст ты сам его читал. С какой скоростью читаешь, такой и, собственно, запоминаешь. А вот так ты ждешь, стоишь, этот нудит, что нудит еще и на английском. Бля-бля-бля.
Hello, Your Majesty.
Greetings, sir. My king. Sir.
Че, сколько лет мне еще бежать? У меня там еще борода не выросла вновь. Юпи! Прям вот захватывает игруля, да? Сел в 5, лег в 5. На 5 минут присел поиграть. Господи, ты серьезно, короче, что ты же сильно захочешь прерваться, никак. Постоянно разговоры и нет сейвов. А сейвы, когда появляются, опять начинаются разговоры, которые, ну, лучше не прерывать. Здорово, парень. Где газеты? Такие маленькие должны газеты продавать. Ну, так ребенка толкнул. Ей! Господи. Ух, отправляемся на Аврору. Как тут побыстрее все, не надо плыть, гребсти вручную, с кем-то, с капитаном разговаривать. Так, все. Куда я нажал? В общем, ребят, на этом мы остановимся. В следующем видео обязательно продолжим. Будем бродить по Авроре, искать бриллианты, там всякие сокровища разные. Ну и сейчас все. Заткнитесь. Господи. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь на канал и приятной игры.